Hello and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. I'm Shelby. I'm a best-selling author and marketing coach for creatives, and on this channel, I post weekly or near weekly book marketing and creative marketing advice. Whether you are an author or an artist, a musician, you sell some sort of creative product online, I would love to help you. Real quick before we get started, if you have a topic or a lesson that you really want to learn with your marketing, please comment it below so I can add it to my list of video topic ideas. I want to make this channel as helpful as possible for you. And if I already have a video about a topic you want to learn, or I have a program that covers a topic you want to learn, I will let you know in the comments, or I will add it to my list of ideas, and I greatly value your thoughts. Thanks. I audit a lot of creatives' content. I look at bios, I look at the content itself and hashtags and captions, and offer advice to creatives who hire me for an audit. I also have a membership where members can submit a piece of social media content every month and get personalized feedback from me. So my point is, I see a lot of content. I see high-performing content. I see creatives who are frustrated and have low-performing content and aren't getting the results that they want. And I give a lot of suggestions to help them with this. So in this video, I'm going to walk through the 3 most common things that I review in audits and give feedback on, to hopefully help you apply this to your own social media bios and content as well. These tips will apply mostly to short form video for TikTok, which can also be applied to Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, you name it. Short form video is similar across the board, and so are social media bios. Even if one platform has less characters or more characters, you can apply the same learnings to any social media platform that you currently use. So hopefully these tips will be helpful for you no matter what platforms you are on right now. The very first one, if we're starting from scratch with a social media page, is going to be an unclear bio, or a bio that lists things about you but doesn't bring your audience into that. And what I mean by that is, whenever we think of a bio, it's typically listing things about us. So it makes perfect sense that a lot of people do this. However, we don't want to forget about our audience in this as well. So I like to think of a bio as a place to have your mission and bring your audience into it. So my recommendation is that you speak directly to your audience in your bio using a mission statement that uses the word you or calls out your audience specifically and shows them right away why you are the right person to follow and be a part of your community. For me, as a poet, I write about mental health a lot. My bio speaks to that. It includes those specific keywords like mental health and self-love that are prominent in my work. And it also has the mission of helping others feel less alone, which is something that's very important to me and a big mission of my poetry books that I sell. So I would love for you to sit down and think about your mission as a creative, who your audience is, and who you want to reach, and craft a mission statement around that. That should be the first line of your bio. And from there, if you have additional characters, you should add things like more personality. So an author might have their mission statement and then also list out a couple of tropes that they love. You can also list things like where you're from. If you have a lot of hometown pride, you might include something like that if it's relevant to your audience. But really, it's getting in the mindset of thinking about your audience, your customers, and what they might want to know about you. So for example, if you are a mom who includes a lot about being a mom, the challenges of being a mom in your books, you might also include that you are a mom in your bio because that would be relevant to a lot of your readers. The last line of your bio should then be a clear call to action, telling your audience what action you want them to take next. If you're currently focusing on growing your followers, maybe it's to follow you for more. If you want them to sign up for your mailing list, maybe it's promoting your lead magnet. Maybe you have a free book when people subscribe to your mailing list, or perhaps your call to action is directly to your product to buy your book now or pre-order, whatever that may be. My recommendation is to take a look at your bio every couple of months and tweak it if you're noticing that you're getting a good amount of profile views, but not getting new followers. This could be a sign that your bio is not currently speaking to your audience. And so it's always good to experiment with that and change it up. Okay, the next mistake that I see is not using captions effectively. That's number 2. So A lot of times we will post a reel or a TikTok or a photo on Instagram and not actually use that caption space, which is really valuable space to tell us more about you, about your offer, to tell us a story, and really pull your audience in. It's not just a space for hashtags. It is a space to tell us more about this post, to provide context, and to, again, be relatable to your audience. So rather than just using it as a space for hashtags, or even worse, not using any of that space to put anything, we should be thinking strategically about what we can put there to get people interested. Whenever it comes to short form video, like if you are posting a TikTok or an Instagram reel, that space is like a second hook, which we're going to talk about soon, is hooks. That caption space is a place for people to, if they see the content of your reel and they're not interested, or they haven't been hooked in quite yet, that caption is your space to hook them again. So whatever you can say there, and I always recommend the first line of your caption is something attention grabbing, something exciting, something emotional to grab people's attention and get them to read more. And the caption is also an amazing place to add context. So if your video is about an upcoming book that you're working on or releasing, and it doesn't explicitly say the name of the book, when it's coming out, where to get it, the caption is the best place to do that. And you can also include a little sales pitch about this is the genre, this is what it's about, here's a cliffhanger to get you excited to read it, here's where you can go and buy it. So the caption is a really important place for context. And not every single person in your audience will read every single caption, but a lot of them will. So it's a really valuable place to offer more insight and connection with your audience. And number 3, of course, is not hooking people's attention. We have data at our fingertips that tells us whether or not people are paying attention or not. On TikTok, on Instagram, you can see the average watch time that people are looking at your videos for. And if you are spending hours on a 1 minute or 2 minute video and your data is telling you that people are not watching past 2 seconds, not only is your time not being used effectively, but your content is not reaching people and you might be discouraged by your sales or by your engagement, but it's because your audience is not being hooked in. And there are ways to work on this, of course. My biggest tip for you is just to spend some time scrolling social media and really paying attention to what hooks you in. I don't know about you, but whenever I'm on social media, it's not that I have a short attention span, it's that there is so much content coming at me that I don't have time to watch every single thing. So I pick and choose what is interesting to me. And if in that first second I'm not seeing something that is going to make me laugh or intrigue me or be useful to me, I keep scrolling. And your audience is doing the same thing as well. So pay attention to how your video looks. Is it clear what's happening on screen? Do you have text on the screen to grab people's attention and speak right to them and hook them in? Do you have a sound that you're utilizing or music or a voiceover that is grabbing people's attention in that first second? If your metrics are telling you that people are dropping off after a second or two, that's okay. I have videos that have that same reminder as well, but it's also time to experiment and try new things and see how you can grab people's attention. And maybe that's starting with shorter videos for now until you can get people watching for 7 seconds or 10 seconds, and then trying to build up your videos from there. Inside the Creatives Content Club, I have a full lesson on social media hooks and how to hook your audience in. And like I said, I also audit my members' content every single month. So if that is of interest to you, we are opening the club very, very soon, like within the next week or two of this video going up. So I highly recommend getting on the wait list for the club if that sounds like it's something that would be a good fit for you and your marketing journey. I strive to make marketing accessible, fun, affordable, and easy to learn and see results. So inside the club, I hope you will join me where I give really hands-on feedback and upload new social media content and templates and a whole monthly plan for you every single month. A couple really quick tips that I also see often that I just wanted to add on to this video that a lot of people don't know is that on Instagram, you can post really short reels and not see any sort of negative damage in terms of your visibility. But on TikTok, they're picky about the length of videos. And time again, I see videos under 5 seconds performing very poorly. If you've ever posted something and noticed that it just absolutely tanked on TikTok, take a look at the overall length and try not to post anything less than 5 seconds long. That even includes like 4.8 seconds. You might notice a difference in the amount of views that you're getting because in TikTok's algorithm, they feel like really short videos cannot possibly be valuable or engaging. And so they give less visibility to those. The other tip I wanted to give you is that TikTok is continuing to increase their kind of strictness around third-party content versus original content, and things like templates from Canva or reusing content that you filmed before can potentially be marked as unoriginal content from TikTok. And I've noticed they're getting stricter about this. So my recommendation in this case is to try to include your own original footage or B-roll when you can. I provide templates to my clients in the Creators Content Club, but I still recommend that B-roll be swapped out when you can. It's not always possible. And sometimes, of course, Canva templates or third-party, stock imagery and video can be very, very helpful for us. But when possible, including your own B-roll footage is very helpful. Additionally, reposting the exact same video again and again can be damaging as well. Even though I love repurposing content, I try to do it in a way that is still seen as original content in the eyes of TikTok. So I might use the same text on a video, the same hook, but I don't use the exact same video file multiple times, or I'll try to space them out further so that it's not, my audience seeing the exact same thing multiple times in a row. So those are just a couple more mistakes that I wanted to throw in here that are quick and easy to apply if they apply to you. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss more videos from me every single week on marketing strategy. YouTube thinks that this is the next best video for you to watch, so you can click on this video if you want to keep learning marketing with me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.